Good morning guys and welcome back to my channel. I thought I would just pick up the camera today, do a little vlog, show you around the house properly because I know there are so many things that I missed out last time. If you've missed my last vlog where I caught you up on quite a few things, then I will link it down below if you want to go and watch that first. But yeah, I'm just going to bring you along on my day. I have another gym session today and I've been getting a lot of messages asking if I can film a bit more of that kind of side of things, and I definitely can. I feel like I love watching content like that. It keeps me motivated, it keeps me like determined to go. So yeah, that will also be in today's vlog. But if you did watch the last vlog, you will see that I was trying out this Shreddy daily dose peach iced tea and I am still loving it, and I feel like I've tested it out for a while now so I can give you my thoughts. And this stuff does work. Sorry if you can hear the boiler in the back. This house is literally 100 years old and we run off oil, so that's just the boiler kicking in because it is freezing. You might be able to see outside, it is literally currently snowing and it's March. What's going on? But anyway, this is basically like a drink that you can have in the morning and it's just packed of vitamins. And I saw Fabhan recommend it because she had been feeling really tired lately and like lack of energy and stuff. I've kind of been feeling the same, and I've actually had quite a few messages from you guys asking how I've been getting on with this. But honestly, this has made such a difference. I feel like I can feel the biggest difference by in the morning, like I just can get up. I don't feel like I want to go back to sleep. My alarm goes off 8:15 and I am like straight up and out of bed. Or even if I've got an early gym session, like at 7 AM, if I need to get up, I'm just up. So I definitely am not feeling as tired as I did, and I was literally getting to the point where I felt like I wanted a nap at like 4 PM, and that is completely gone. So I'm gonna make myself one this morning. I still need to buy a little scoop for this because I kind of eyeball it. I mean, I've got this and it seems to be working fine. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly make myself this little drink, probably make myself a coffee, and then we can get to all the updates. So that is my little drink for the morning done. I also love this because it actually tastes really nice. Like, it's not unpleasant to drink at all. Like, it literally tastes like peach juice. So highly recommend this. I will leave it linked down below. Look at the weather, guys. Like, this is actually kind of insane. I mean, one, how is it March? But also, I'm done with the cold weather. I feel like I've literally been cold since Christmas and I'm done. Like, I cannot wait for spring. I cannot wait to see the sun. I just need some warmer weather in my life. We are actually heading to Turkey this Sunday. One of our friends, Matt, who you guys might know, we went to Paris with Matt and Georgia, and Matt is getting his teeth done in Turkey, so we are going with them to basically keep Georgia company and to hopefully see a little bit of sun. But we keep checking the weather every single day and it's not looking the warmest. I think it's meant to be like 17 degrees, but some of the days are raining, which, to be fair, I'm just happy it's going to be a bit warmer. And we're just going to like have a bit of a work trip. I'm going to take my laptop and stuff and just catch up on everything that I've been meaning to do. So I'm really looking forward to that. I don't think I'll vlog or anything, but I'll probably keep you guys posted on my Instagram stories if you do want to see what we get up to. But anyway, today I am, like I say, going to organise the house. There's just a few rooms that I want to get like sorted and organised before we do go away. And then I think we are meeting Brad's mum for a coffee at some point this morning. And then Brad, I think, is getting his hair cut. We need to potentially go and see the car that we've picked out, which I mentioned in the last vlog, and I didn't tell you guys what we got. So hopefully today I can take you guys with me and we can see the car for the first time, because we basically had to order it. Well, not order it, but it is like a second-hand car, but they were doing a load of work to it, so we've had to wait quite a while. There's been like delays and stuff, which has been totally fine because we've not like needed it straight away. But yeah, I think today is the day that we might get a call to say that that is ready, so we can go and like have a look at it properly and go from there, really. So hopefully that's something else we can do today. And then, like I say, we've got the gym tonight, and I think we've then got a super chilled evening. So that is my day. I am just going to start in the kitchen, so I'm just going to organise anything that needs organising basically, and then I can show you guys this room in full, because I don't think since the kitchen's been done I've properly showed you it, like all organised and stuff. I love this little space in the house. So I'm going to quickly whiz round and then I can show you guys it. Hello guys, I am just really quickly interrupting today's vlog to tell you about today's sponsor, who I'm so excited to be working with. Me and Brad had actually been thinking about getting a robot hoover for a long time now, and Xiaomi reached out and asked if I wanted to receive one from them, test it out, get my thoughts, and then potentially tell you guys about it. And I have been so impressed. Like, my life has changed. I'm not even being dramatic. This little thing right here is their mini robot vacuum and mop Pro 2, and like I said, it's literally changed my life. As the name suggests, this is basically like an automated robot vacuum, but it does have the feature on the back of it here, which means that it doubles up as a mop as well. So this literally does everything. Like, you don't even need to worry about hoovering or mopping your house anymore. They have a really easy to use app on your phone, and everything is completely wireless. Like, it all connects to the vacuum. They also have so many other products as well, like air purifiers. I have their smartwatch that I'm going to talk you through as well. So this has multiple settings. You can decide whether you want it like more silent, or if you want a turbo clean for like a heavier cleaning session. You can decide that all through the app, and it programs to the vacuum and just changes as you change it. You can obviously decide if you want to just vacuum or vacuum and mop, so it will vacuum and mop behind it as it goes, which is perfect for like smoother floors. We have obviously a lot of wood in our house, and it's just super easy for it to get around. It doesn't get stuck on many things. If it does, it does warn you on the app. You can just go and remove the item if there's something stuck under the sofa, for example. You take it out and it carries on with cleaning. So obviously this is completely automated. So currently this is on turbo, and you can hear the noise of it, which I still would say isn't as loud as a regular vacuum. But if I pop it on to silent mode, you'll hear that it changes, and it is literally so much quieter, which is perfect if you are at home, you don't want the noise to bother you at all. You can create a map in your room, so it can like suss out where everything is, obviously where all the furniture pieces are, and then when you set it off again, it will basically just reuse that map, so it knows exactly where to go. It won't bump into too many things, and obviously it has the bumper here, so if it does sense anything, it will just remove itself and go and clean somewhere else. And the thing I love is it has 170 minutes worth of battery life, so you can literally set it off. You can pop it on timers if you want it to have a little clean whilst you're out, and you don't need to worry about it losing charge. And then obviously when it is low on battery, it will just simply return itself to the dock. Use this as your sign. Like, if you've been thinking about investing in a robot hoover, do it. Like, this one I would highly recommend. I would absolutely say it is an investment, but you're gonna have to buy this thing once. It's super easy to clean out. It just makes your life 10 times easier. So yeah, highly recommend. So as I mentioned, Xiaomi did also very kindly send over their smartwatch. Now Brad has actually been using this because I currently have mine, which I've loved for a very long time, and he's always thought about investing in one and didn't really know what to go for because mine like kind of does everything, and he didn't really need that. So he's been giving this a go, and he's been very impressed with obviously the workout side of it. Like, you can track your workouts. They have, I think, over 110 different forms of exercise on here, so you can track it like really accurately. He's also been loving it to track his sleep, so it's really nice and comfortable to wear. Like, it's not bothered him in his sleep at all. You also can get your messages sent to this, so again, this connects directly to your phone, and you can keep up to date with like any text you get or your calendar alerts and things like that. So yeah, that is just another product that they have in their kind of like smart living lifestyle range. Like I briefly mentioned, they do have things like air purifiers. They've got some headphones which look really cool. They are just trying to make everybody's life a little bit easier and create a smarter life, like I say. So everything is on your phone, easy to access, easy to use. But a huge thank you to Xiaomi for sponsoring today's video and for sending over this hoover. Like I say, it has changed my life. I am so happy with it. So I hope this was helpful. I will let you guys get back to the rest of the vlog, and I hope you enjoy. I'm not going to show you guys this other side of the room. We basically have the kitchen diner now. If you guys kept up with the renovation vlogs, you'll know that there used to be a wall separating these two rooms, so we took that down to have like a big nice open plan space. But the dining part is definitely something we still need to work on. It is very much still a storage spot. I mean, this is all stuff that I haven't unpacked from a couple of days ago. We've got a new bathroom here for upstairs. It's all going on, but the most recent thing that we did in here was repaint the floor. Can't remember the exact paint we used. I will ask Brad and I'll link it down below in case you want to know things like that. But yeah, we finally did the final coat on this floor, so it's nice and clean, nice and white. And then really the next thing in here is to find a dining table that isn't going to make me have to remortgage my house, because I want like a round one that will seat 6 people, because we have chairs already for it. We're basically going to use our like outdoor dining chairs because they work inside as well, and I think they'll look really nice in here with like the little black accents that we have, which you guys will see. But yeah, they're just so expensive. Like the ones that I find that I like, they're like 800 to 900 pounds, and I just feel like that is so much for a table, especially because we don't plan on living in this house for that long. I'm just not sure about spending that much money on a dining table. So yeah, I need to have a little bit of a shop around for that, but that will finally finish off this room at some point. This is the part that we're going to focus on, because this is all complete now. I don't think there's anything else that we have to do in here, other than maybe a little bit of like reorganization of the cupboards and stuff. Our kitchen, by the way, is from Howden's. Really nice quality, like very impressed with everything to do with our Howden's kitchen, so I highly recommend those guys. But yeah, this is a little bit of a mess because, as I said, we have this boiler, which is what's making all the noise. I'm actually gonna turn it off because it's really annoying me. But that was obviously already in the kitchen, so we've had to basically hide this and box it in. So to be able to still kind of use some storage, we've kind of just made it work with what we had. But yeah, then otherwise, this is like just an overview of this side of the kitchen. Obviously have the 2 cupboards up here. I bought these baskets recently from HomeSense just to kind of keep like the tops of the cupboards a little bit tidier. I think they just look a bit nicer than having a lot of stuff up there. Cupboards aren't too organised at all, a little bit of reality, like everything just gets shoved in. I bought these actually from Nespresso because we have our Nespresso machine, which we love. And I saw they had these little cups on their website, and they're kind of like, I think they're a recycled material. I want to say they're like bamboo or something. And I just think they're really cute. Like having my little coffee in these in the morning makes me very happy, as you can see. I love a good mug. So that is our little collection that we have going so far. But yeah, that is what the cupboards look like. We have our microwave, kettle and toaster, all from Swan. I love these. I feel like they tie in really nicely. Like I didn't want something too dark, or like, I don't know, I just wanted some products that looked nice on the side so we could have them out all the time, and I feel like these do the job. Like they have the wooden vibe in there, but they're also nice and cream. I really like these, and they're super affordable for what they are, because I know, again, appliances and stuff can get very expensive. So I'll link all of these down below. And then we have these little syrup jars, which my brother got me from Amazon for Christmas, and I think I showed you guys these last time, but literally love them. These utensils that we have were also from Swan. They did very kindly gift me all of these things, by the way. And then Brad tiled this back wall, like the splashback, and I think we got these tiles from Metro Tiles, I want to say. I'll find their Instagram page. I think they're a family-run business, and again, very impressed with like the service with these guys. I'll link them down below, because we've also got these same ones in the bathroom, but they're just like the beveled ones, I want to say, and I really love how these look. So yeah, that is the left-hand side of the kitchen. Obviously we've just got more drawers and stuff down here, and then we have the breakfast bar over this side. So like I said, this is where the wall would have been, like all the way across here, and then there was a door here to like enter the kitchen. So you can see how small it would have been as a kitchen before, and I feel like this just completely opens it up. And obviously it's nice to like sit and eat up here. I will insert some clips of the bar stools that we have, because right now they are covered in stuff. Actually, I'm going to insert a clip that I filmed quite a while ago explaining like where they're from and stuff, in case you guys are interested and want to see them in full. I'm just jumping in here because I realised that I haven't actually showed you guys the bar stools that we picked up. This is what we went for. Bar stools are, 1, so expensive, and 2, hard to find something you actually like. Like, I don't know if everybody else had this issue, but it took me so long to find these. So I grabbed these rattan ones, and to be honest, I really love them. Like, I think they work well in here. I was finding it really hard to find some that, one, would fit this kind of area. Like, I wanted some that obviously suited this style of house and was still that kind of like not old feel, but I didn't want anything super modern. So I thought with them being rattan, like they have the wood in them that obviously we have in the kitchen. But the biggest thing was just finding some that were reasonably priced. Like they were so expensive. Honestly, some of them I was finding were like £450, £500 a stool, like for one stool. And I was like, I'm not spending £1,000 to sit and eat my dinner. Like it was crazy prices. So I found these ones on Furniture 123 and I think they were like £150 for both, which honestly in the grand scheme of things, like compared to everything else, was actually a really good price. They have this thing where it's called like grade A products. So from what I can gather, it means it's a product that somebody else has sent back, but they're in perfect condition. So basically when you receive that product, the box will be open, like as in it's not a brand new box, it's not been like properly repackaged, but they like guarantee that the product inside is absolutely fine. I can't lie, with this stool that was not the case. I have just emailed them about it, and they've offered me a voucher, so they have dealt with it. But just to pre-warn you with these like grade A products, if you do buy from them, this bit of rattan was completely snapped, so I've raveled it back round and just like stuck it here. And also this like foot of the stool is broken, so it does kind of pop off. But yeah, just keeping it 100% with you guys, I did have a couple of issues with them, but as a whole I would recommend them like as a website. Really impressed with the quality of these, other than the breakages, but like they feel really nice and sturdy. They're absolutely huge. Some may say they are a little bit too big for this space, like they take up a lot of room and they don't tuck under, but I don't feel like that's an issue. Like I love how comfortable they are, and it's mainly going to be me and Brad here, so yeah, really happy with them. I have just thrown these cushions on to make them a little bit more comfortable on the back, because they're really quite, you can probably see they are laid back quite a lot, so these just help to kind of bring you forward a little bit more, especially when you are eating. But yeah, they are the bar stools that I grabbed. So like I say, Furniture 123, I will link them, but just be aware with the grade A products, like worth saving the money with them, but obviously ours were not in perfect condition, or at least one of them wasn't. But yeah, that is the breakfast bar and the stools. And then on the right hand side, we just have like some more storage, a dishwasher at the end there. We've got the butler sink, which I'm so glad we went for. This is a little bit more expensive, but I just feel like it works so well in this house. Obviously like under sink storage. We have this draft excluder here. It's ruining the vibe, but that bathroom is so cold. So we have a really bad draft that comes underneath and basically sucks all the heat out. So please excuse that. But then we have more storage in these cupboards. Again, a little bit of organisation needed. And then in here we actually have our fridge. So we do have a separate fridge freezer. So obviously in the kitchen we only have the fridge available. The fridge freezer is actually in this cupboard over here, so it's really handy to have like both and just some extra storage. But we obviously wanted to make sure we had a fridge in the actual kitchen. Again, if you kept up with the renovation vlogs, you might know that when we moved into this house, or when we bought it to renovate it, there was no oven, there was no hob, and there was no fridge in the kitchen. Like there wasn't even a space for it. So we kind of had to like make do with what we had and then add on where we could. So we only really had space in here for a mini fridge. Obviously we could have got one with the little freezer at the top, which people could replace it with if they want that, but we've just made do with having another fridge freezer, obviously stored away in the cupboard, which works for us. So yeah, it was a little bit of a funny kitchen to try and renovate, because like I say, she didn't have any of those things, or we could not see like where they would have been put. That is the kitchen space as a whole, I think. I feel like I've now gone through it in detail with you guys. That is what this corner looks like. I just have this little area over here, which I love. Obviously with the chopping boards. These are actually from IKEA. I think all of them were. Like these big ones are literally only about £10, I think. So I've just stored them here for now. And then I've got some gypsophilia or baby's breath, whatever you like to call it, just in this vase that I got from H&M. This is super old from H&M as well. And then I've just got some little candles. The one back here is an LED one, and it switches on at about 5 PM and just makes this area all cute and cozy. So that is where we're at with this room. And then if you come through here, we do have the bathroom off the kitchen. Right, I've just had a shower, so the mirror is very steamed up. This is another room that I'm going to very quickly organise, and then I will take you guys through where we're at so far. Right, that is a bit better. This room, bear in mind, definitely still needs a little bit of work. There's just some things that we need to do in here and finish off until it's complete. But this bathroom was very, very kindly gifted to us from Ensuite. I'm going to link their website down below because 10 out of 10 products. Again, I feel like I couldn't rave more about every place that we chose to get things from for this house. Like, all of the products in here basically I honestly am so happy with. But yeah, this is just a little overview. We kind of went for a more traditional style in here to again match the house. This little splashback is also actually one of the floor tiles that we just cut around the sink. But little things like this, like we need to reseal here and just make some minor adjustments to fully complete this room. We got this light from, it's actually from Dunelm, but we got it from one of our followers on the Reno page, which was really helpful because bless her, she sold it to us for a really discounted price because she already had it and didn't want it. So that was really handy. But yeah, that is the sink area, and then you can obviously see a sneak peek of the shower around here. So my favorite part about this bathroom is this like fluted shower screen. I think it's so nice and like kind of unique. Again, I think it ties in nicely with the more traditional aspect. And then obviously on the walls we have the same tiles that I showed you guys in the kitchen, but we've tiled them like lengthways or horizontally. As you can see, we need to re-grout in here. So Brad did the tiling and the grouting, and he basically waited too long to wipe the grout off. He was meant to do it as you go, which we didn't realise until after. So everything in this house has definitely been a learning curve. And as you can see, it's just like super discoloured where he was then trying to scrub at it to get it off the tiles. So that will be re-grouted at some point, and then it'll be nice and fresh and white again. But obviously we've got the same tiles in the windowsill here, and again, similar thing, we need to just re-grout them. Obviously the shower head and everything, this whole fixture is from Ensuite as well. All of the stuff that you see in here is from those guys. And then this is the newest edition. So we basically built this, well, I say we, like Brad and his granddad built this whole unit, I think out of just like pieces of wood, and obviously fixed them to the wall so it's nice and sturdy. But it's meant we can stack our washing machine and our dryer on top of each other in this room, so it doesn't take up any space in the kitchen. It keeps it nice and tucked away, and it works really, really well in here. So I just need to buy a couple of little poles and then those like half length curtains just to hide this away, so obviously it doesn't look as in your face when you come into the bathroom. And then finally we obviously just have the toilet in here. There isn't the most amount of space between the toilet and the like laundry unit, but it works for now, and the toilet is still usable, so that's fine. Obviously again, you'll see there's just some little snags on the wall that we need to repaint, and I think I might not panel this room but put like a picture out all the way around, because I feel like it would just finish it off nicely and tie everything together. So that is the downstairs bathroom. This is our main bathroom. We are thinking that we are now going to be able to put a shower upstairs in our ensuite, which I will show you guys today because we've actually got some wardrobes in there now as well. So it's definitely more of like a dressing room. But yeah, I'm excited for that room to come together. The bathroom that is currently in the kitchen is also for upstairs as well. That is the downstairs bathroom. If you have liked the look of anything in here, then I will leave an link down below. I believe I showed you guys the lounge in the last vlog, so if you want to see the updates in here, then I will link that one down below if you did miss it. But this is just such a nice cozy space. We have the shutters on order for the bay window in the front, and just some little odd jobs again to finish off in here. Main thing being the fireplace. So like I say, if you want to go and check that out, it will be in the previous vlog. But I'm going to quickly go upstairs and then I can show you guys where we're at with the bedroom and especially the ensuite. So yeah, that is the next step of this little house tour. I've just thrown a jumper on because it is freezing cold, but we are now upstairs in the bedroom. And again, if you saw the last vlog, you might have seen a couple of updates in here, but I thought I'd show you the whole thing in full. So this is what it's looking like as you now walk in. We have our bed completely done, so we finally put up the headboard, which me and my friend actually made this. We just wrapped a load of boards in fabric, put some padding in there, and I feel like it works really well and just makes the room super, super cozy. We picked up these lampshades from Next, I think a couple of years ago, so we've just got that in here for now, but I think we might switch this out at some point. But yeah, that is the overview of the bedroom. We have obviously the linen curtain up at the window. This wash bin, I always get questions on it. I need to organise this corner because I have like all of my products down here, but I'm trying to find like an end of bed storage to go here. So I found a couple of benches that I like because I feel like it would just be so much easier to put everything in there, hide it away, but then it's also quite handy to have something at the end of the bed anyway. This wash bin is from B&Q, and whenever I feature I always get asked where it's from. So yeah, it was like 40 quid max, I think. And I know like the White Company and places like that have really similar ones to this, but a lot more expensive. So that is where that's from, in case you see it and wonder where I got it. But I'm happy with how this room has come together. We've obviously got all of our like dusk bedding on here. A lot of these throws are from H&M, Dusk. I think I've gone through this stuff before. But that is how it looks with the headboard. And then we've obviously got our bedside tables, which we did have the artwork on, which I asked you guys about in the last video, because I'm just not really sure what to do with these. I have just popped them here for now, honestly, just for storage. But I think I might either get a little like tiny bench for along here and pop them on top, or just find another place in the house for these. And then obviously I've got my mirror. This was from William Woods and it just fits really nicely in this corner. But yeah, that is the bedroom. So then in here, which is our bathroom upstairs, like I said, we have finally got some wardrobes. So these are just the classic IKEA Pax wardrobes, and then obviously we've got the doors and the handles on the front, and these have changed my life. They have made me feel so much more organised. They fit in this space perfectly. We obviously measured it to size and then configured these exactly how we wanted them. So we've both got the same. We've got like a hanging rail at the top here, so I've got all my blazers, jumper dresses, everything in there. And then we've also got some drawers, so I've got like tracksuits in here, and then I think some more tracksuits in this one. Then we've got like some jeans and little tops and stuff. And then at the bottom, I've just got one of the cages, which I'd actually recommend these over the drawers. I feel like you can fit so much more in them. I mean, they are probably pretty much the same size, but I don't know, it just feels like you can really fill them out and they feel a little bit sturdier. So I've just chucked my gym stuff in there, and that is the wardrobes that are now in this space. So we've got some little storage boxes at the top as well. These are also from IKEA, and they've just got like shoes in, bedding and things like that. Just tucks it away all neatly. And then obviously, like I say, Brad's is exactly the same. So he's got the same drawers and the cage at the bottom, and they just work perfectly. They were kind of inexpensive as well, obviously being IKEA, and I'm really happy with them. So then this is the space that we're going to get round to transforming. So we currently have this sink in here, which used to be at my mum and dad's house, and we were going to pop it here, but it's just way too big for this room. So the pieces that I showed you downstairs are what are going to come up here. We've got a toilet and then obviously a much smaller little pedestal sink, so it just saves a bit of space. And finally this room will be like a working bathroom slash dressing room, which will be perfect. But otherwise, that is the updates in this room. We also have this mirror on the wall. This is from Zara. I think I got it a couple of years ago, so I'm not sure if they still have it. We also got this light from Dunelm. We just replaced like a hanging light that we had in here because the wardrobe doors would hit on it, so that works perfectly in here. But I think that is pretty much it for up here. So we are now going to head to Brad's mum's and have some lunch. Brad's mum and dad's. I always say like my mum's or like Brad's mum's, and obviously I mean mum and dad. But that is our plan for now. Obviously Brad has his haircut, and then we are gonna hopefully see the car and then head to the gym and crack on with the rest of our day. So I will catch you guys a little bit later. Hello guys, it is quite a bit later. I am actually just sat in the car waiting for Brad to get his hair cut. Let me turn the aircon off. Not aircon, definitely heating. Brad has literally just left to go and get his hair cut, and he's only going to be like 25 minutes, so I thought I might as well just wait in the car for him. I have my laptop here, so I'm going to catch up on a bit of work, and then we're going to be heading to the gym. So we just had lunch at Brad's mum and dad's, which was really lovely. We have had a call about the car. It's been a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. Like, every single time we get a call, there's something else that needs doing. So it's had like a bumper replaced, and it's currently having a windscreen wiper replaced and the like rain sensor, I think. So I don't think we're going to be even seeing it today, let alone picking it up. So we might have to revisit that when we're back from Turkey, because we obviously go on Sunday. So yeah, it's looking like we're not going to have the car today, which is fine. But obviously that just means that's one less plan to do today. So we will head to the gym once Brad is back, but I thought I'd just check in and update you. I think I'm going to finish off editing part 2 of my Paris vlogs, which is when we went to Disneyland, and these vlogs are just my favourite. Like, I put out part 1 last night, and if you haven't watched it, please go and watch it. It's possibly one of my favourite vlogs I've ever uploaded. I just loved that trip so much. Like, we had the best time, and it's always so nice like being able to film everything and then watch it back. So yeah, I'm gonna finish off editing part 2 so I can get that live at some point, and that is my plan for right now.
Fråga inte vad som hände mig. Fråga inte vad som kommer sen när allt är över. Det spelar ingen roll. För jag har inget att säga, inget att prata om. Du vet redan vad jag behöver. För oss. Tänker på vad du sagt. Den där ingenting alls, ja det kommer ordna sig.